So one of the most appealing things about sports is trades. I mean, that's why rotisserie and fantasy sports are so popular. It's you gotta get the trades. You got a Yankee swap. Same thing with Madden. It's like, well, I completely rebuilt my team because I just traded for him. So as the Vikings approached the November 3rd trade deadline, there were some thoughts. Hey, maybe the Vikings could be sellers, or after the big time win to save the season, 2-5 staying alive up at Lambeau against the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers, like, oh, maybe the Vikings will be buyers. Maybe they should be in on Desmond King before the Titans just got him for a song. Please. But the Vikings did nothing. And we thought this might be the case. So we put out a video late Monday night about, they're probably not going to do anything at this point. I think that they're sort of half pregnant. Like if they had lost against Green Bay, they had gotten absolutely obliterated and gone 1-6 and gotten embarrassed, yeah, and I think the Vikings would have sold a lot of players off at 10 cents on the dollar. Like you're taking 7th round picks just to take these contracts off your hands. But also as of right now, I think the Vikings think that they can go on a run. And I think they certainly can. The way that the schedule shapes up, looking at the rest of the NFC, a lot of slummy teams, a lot of frauds out there. So I understand why the Vikings decide to keep guys like Riley Reef, especially guys like Anthony Harris, guys like Kyle Rudolph to a degree. But a little bit shocked that they didn't execute a trade to bring in some help, especially at cornerback. Now, I was reported that they were interested in Eagle safety Will Parks, which I'm glad that didn't go down because Will Parks is straight trash. But you look at the Vikings like, well, why didn't Spielman do anything? Spielman is never doing anything to improve this team. Spielman is one of the biggest risk-taker GMs out there. He is, because if you look at, 2016, Teddy Bridgewater, your quarterback's leg falls off like a week before the season. Oh, we will trade for another team's starting quarterback in Sam Bradford, a first and conditional fourth. Oh, we will give the biggest free agent contract in NFL history to a quarterback who's extremely unproven, and we still don't even know if he's worth the money. Well, he's not. Or the pull off the Yannick the Freak Ngakoue trade after your star edge rusher tweaks his neck, and then you just give up on the season, and then you trade Yannick, and then you win a big game. So it's a very Vikings thing. So Spielman will take some swings. Sometimes he misses. He's very Albert Pujols. Sometimes he hits a home run. Sometimes he strikes out 3 times a game. It happens, right? But why didn't they move anyone at the deadline? Well, it takes 2 to tango. That's the thing about every single trade is that you need someone to say yes. Like you can have all the demand that you want. There ain't no supply, ain't gonna be no swapping, right? So I think that at a certain point, I mean, the markets on prospective Vikings tradable players was just not there. So Anthony Harris on his franchise tag. Now a team would be picking up about $6 million in prorated salary. Now are you going to pay that much and give up draft capital for a half season rental? Maybe, maybe not. But I think the Vikings also look at their safety room as like, hey, if we're going to make a run, we're going to need at least 2 functioning defensive backs. And Anthony Harris being back there, being one of the better coverage safeties in the league, we need him, right? Kyle Rudolph, I would have understood if they would have sent him away. He's the 5th highest tight end in the game right now. Not really adding a whole lot on the offensive side. He is a decent inline blocker still. Irv Smith is really starting to come into his own as a blocker and a receiver. But I don't think any teams wanted that smoke of a contract. I don't think any team was ready to give up, hey, 4th round pick for Kyle Rudolph and that deal. Nah, probably not. I also would have been uber embarrassing for the Vikings, who just got this big time emotional win. Then all of a sudden you give away a team captain with a big contract for a 7th round pick, which probably would have been the top of the market. Riley Reef, we had outlined Reef as a potential trade candidate because he's playing extremely well. He's on an extremely cheap deal after the pay cut. But like I said, the Vikings have a glimmer of hope. I think if the Vikings had lost against Green Bay, I think Riley Reef would have been the first guy traded. And then also, I mean, the rest of them are sort of whatever. Chase McLaughlin, who's been on the practice squad as insurance. They protected him quite a bit. I think they protected him 3 out of the 4 weeks. And then maybe some marginal guys. I thought maybe Mike Boone or maybe Amir Abdullah would be available for a running back needy team. And then also the higher end pieces and Harrison Smith and Adam Thielen, which, I think that maybe they could have been gotten for the right price because everyone does have a price. But is a team going to peel off a 1st rounder for Harrison right now, 30 years old, only under contract through 2021? Maybe, maybe not. Or Adam Thielen. I wasn't taking anything less than a 1st and 2nd for Thielen. I don't think a team is ready to do that mid-season, as well as Thielen is 30 years young as well. So, I mean, it's fine. I'm perfectly fine with the Vikings standing pat at the trade deadline just because there is that just a little little bit of hope. 2-5, staying alive, rally up and get the wild card. Hell, if you sweep the Bears and Lions, maybe get back in the NFC North chase as well. So, yeah. The trade deadline really was Geraldo's vault. Al Capone, just like nothing, just an absolute nothing burger. But bring it on. We dance with the one you're with, and let's go beat Detroit. So there you go. And potentially legend Chase Daniel. Your thoughts. The Vikings do nothing at the trade deadline. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.